Halo Infinite's new operation called Reclaimer calls back to a lot of awesomeness from Halo 4 with a new mode of Seek and Deploy with some interesting side facts about the forging about this mode, and also some new action stack, the new pass, and of course it's a new update, so you know we have to talk about the shop. So if you guys want to know everything, make sure you stay tuned throughout the whole video to understand all the details. Okay, so when you first boot up Halo Infinite, what's the thing that you can actually do? What's the new cool activity you can have fun with? Well, it's S&D extraction, as well as a ranked version of this mode. So what the heck is this mode? Well, if you've been following the channel for a while, we've talked about this mode. Essentially, it is Counter-Strike put into Halo Infinite, which is crazy thing. It was all completely done within Forge. There isn't any kind of like dev, mastery happening behind the whole thing. It's all made within Forge and it's scripting, which is crazy thing that something like this, especially with like the UI elements and how you can create these different type of aspects and an economy on top of the whole thing, all within Halo Infinite's Forge, really kind of shows you the level of creativity that these forgers are able to accomplish. But the crazy thing about this, I think more people are even talking about, is the fact that forgers were paid. In the blog post about this mode specifically, Tashi goes into this one section right here saying the entire mode was scripted in Forge and Halo Studios hired none other than Artifice to make and design and vision come to life. Thank you, Artifice, for your hard work and masterful skill within Forge. So it sounds like you kind of had him kind of get involved a lot with the not necessarily the map creation, but much more just like the mode creation side of things, which say what you will about the current situation, but that's been a major talking point within the Halo community of forgers working super hard for Halo and really just kind of getting a little bit of clout out of it, which isn't really something that is going to be really worth it, especially for a game like Halo Infinite, which is a AAA live service game, technically still. And basically, forgers have been carrying the Halo Studios with content and not really getting any form of, actual compensation. But we can see for the map, Hangar 18, which by the way, awesome song title. You guys should check it out if you guys don't know about it. Saying this map, Halo Studios hired McRips from the community to design and art this amazing map. So they are reaching out to forgers to actually give them some temporary employment and compensation for the insane amount of effort that goes into making these maps. And the 5 remaining maps were chosen from finalists from the Forge Hub S&D extraction contest, which if you didn't know, those people do receive money for their placements as well. For first place gets 5,000, second place 4K, 2,500 for third place, and fourth place through 10th place gets 1,000, and also community vote gets 1,500 over here as well. So even though it might not be directly like a paycheck for hourly time spent, at least you're getting some form of compensation, which has been just a huge talking point within the Halo community. This could be a step in the right direction for this kind of stuff. So the maps that we do have are Hangar 18. You've probably seen this a bunch when it comes to pre-gameplay showcasing as well. We have Abrasion, and then we also have Hollowed over here, and also Fractured. And then we also have Ellipse, so a lot of different maps, and also Ashore, which looks a lot like Longshore from Halo 3, right? So it's pretty cool to see that kind of callback to the other maps as well. But for those who don't know how this mode actually plays out, like I said, it's pretty much like Counter-Strike put into Halo, where you have 11 rounds, first team to 6 rounds wins. Instead of having to carry a bomb to a bomb site, basically go to the location to plant the extraction place right there. This is a attack defense mode like we've seen throughout these other different types of modes like Search and Destroy and Counter-Strike. There's also an economy tied to this, and it's also tied to your individual and team performance, where you help create custom loadouts to kind of get some unique gameplay experiences. And there also is a buyback system, as we all know that a 1v3 situation in Halo, you just spam your body at the one guy and then that's how you end up winning. So gotta say there is a bit of a buyback system. Again, we'll have to jump in and actually test it out and see how effective a lot of these kind of systems really actually play out. So now with a super intense Counter-Strike like mode, one of the most popular esport games out there, you'd think you'd probably put it within the HCS to kind of keep that viewership up. Well, I guess not, because in conclusion, saying right here, we wanted to make something new, competitive, and fun for Halo like never seen before. Well, this won't be featured on the main stage in HCS. We hope that players have a blast playing it. So really, this is just going to be just for the players to jump in and play, which is kind of like, kind of the fun of being able to experience these kind of modes is kind of like seeing it like how the pros would play something like this. And now we have seen previous events about this mode, but I just kind of wish it was like part of the actual rotation, but probably too late right now for Halo's esports scene. Okay, so let's take a look at that nice little operation pass that comes around every month here, guys. So this is a Reclaimer, so it's featured off of Halo 4. So you see the premium options, you get this crazy looking bandit rifle model. Honestly, looks pretty freaking awesome. Probably if you're saying worth your 500 credits, if you want to dunk that kind of cash into it right there. You also get that coating, which can be put on multiple weapons like this battle rifle I have right here. But you can scroll through the tiers. You can check out the different types of armor set. You do unlock a classic Halo 4 armor set. You get the knee pads at level 5. You get the belt at level 10. Level 15, you get the chest piece, which actually does look pretty nice, I won't lie. And then up to level 18, you get the shoulder pieces right there. Nice little stabby shoulder pieces right there. And then ultimately, you get the Venator helmet right here, a classic Halo 4 helmet, which actually doesn't look too shabby in Halo Infinite's art style. You also get the cover on it as well, if you want to kind of rock that. So awesome looking pass, to be honest, and something worth kind of grinding out for. My biggest thing when it comes to these passes, really, it's just that, like, I did this with Legacy. I unlocked the EOD set, and then once I got it unlocked, I actually didn't end up using it. Why would that be the case? Well, really, it's just because the way the customization works within Halo. I still have this. I mean, yeah, I got this from the exchange right here, which we'll showcase later in this video. But, like, I'm still using all the stuff I actually paid money for because, well, I paid money for that, and so I want to showcase that off. And while EOD looks awesome, it doesn't look quite as awesome as the cool stuff that I have unlocked, like the wolf shoulder pads and stuff like that. But this really kind of just lines up with like the live service dilemma that Halo has kind of been dealing with for the last 3.5 years with this game. And since we're talking about it, we're gonna bring it up. It's the shop within Halo Infinite. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth about this because it's the shop. The shop is going to shop. The shop's always been shopping. The shop will continue to shop until the shop can't shop no more. But for now, this is what the shop is doing right now. And one of the most iconic armor sets I know probably most people are looking forward to for Halo is the Photis helmet, the unicorn. They want everyone looks like a spicy special little unicorn. And they have actually paywalled this either by a 2,000 credit bundle or a 3,000 bundle that you can get in for the Midnight Bundle combo right here for Wet Work helmet, which I know a lot of people were excited about, and also the Photis helmet as well. And again, it's like, that they had to kind of block that up. Like, yeah, like the Venator helmet's kind of classic, but I mean, people are really looking for the Wet Work and the unicorn, and that's what, I mean, ultimately, that's kind of why I got paywalled. We also do have this sweet looking Promethean assault rifle for 1,000 credits. Now that's a bit much in my opinion, but it does look really freaking sweet. Just kind of wish it wasn't 1,000 credits. It's a little pricey for a weapon skin, especially in a game like for Halo Infinite. And if you want to look like you have a trash can for a helmet, you do have the Hellcat armor set as well. Another classic Halo 4 armor set. The entire set is in this as well. You have a nice little face cover on top of that if you want to rock that. And it also comes with the rocket launcher, which is like a Promethean style, Forerunner style, which, like, man, again, another sweet piece of customization for your weapon, tied behind a bundle that I will never get a chance to use. We've also seen a return of a classic when it comes to the HCS bundles in here, that the Team Envy bundle is now back in Halo. This is the first one, I believe, that came from the Season 1, if I remember correctly. It's now back in Halo, which is kind of cool to see that a classic esports league or team is back in Halo with their own skin and stuff like that. But of course, I want to check out one really important thing when it comes to the shop, and that's the exchange, as we did get the previous operations stuff mixed in with it as well. So if you guys have missed anything from the last big seasonal dump, that's where we have a new rotation of free stuff you can unlock by just playing the game quite a bit. I'm still working for all my Ghost of Reach, as I did spend a lot of credits on my Hayabusa right here. But you do see kind of a nice little scroll through of all the different types of bits you can unlock through just gameplay, which, I mean, again, at least it's there. And of course, we have to talk about the Action Set update, which is not part of the update right now, but it will be here mid-season, most likely, showing up on July 22nd. Keep you guys updated for that. I'll share the experience with it, because you can select these modes within the match composer when they go live. We have the Grave Mind, which was showcased in the recent trailer. I mean, it just looks like a fun, just ridiculous mode. I'm definitely going to be jumping in and play this. It looks awesome. And of course, the classic Thunderbolt is back, coming back, I should say, with Action Stack as well. This is one of the most iconic custom games that we've ever seen within the Halo franchise. So seeing this come back, I'm very excited about this. Again, it's just some silly fun. That's what Action Sack does best. And, the sack is going to be, well, great. That shouldn't have said it that way. That's weird. A pretty sweet update, I will say, from Halo Studios right now. And as we get closer and closer to the next major update, which would be the big fall update coming around here, guys, as we've had our major summer updates now go through. What does fall going to look like? What's that going to entail? Will we see a Halo 5 anniversary type playlist like we've seen with Halo 3? Well, the only way to find out if you stay tuned and subscribe to the channel to understand more details in the future. And when that happens, I'll share with you guys here on the channel. If you made it this far, make sure to leave a green heart in the comments for a little Master Chief love right there. Let me know who the real ones are that made it to the end here. If you're made it this far, I hope I earned your like, maybe even a subscribe as well. And if you guys made any content from me recently, check out the videos right over here. I'll catch you on the next one. I got a Delta Force video coming out with the new season. I'm going to have to talk about that game as well. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.